There's something really special about being in the mountains. We give our guests the chance to create their own adventures at their own pace, whilst giving them somewhere to call their own home whilst on their holiday. I've been coming to the Alps since I was 3 years old. I spent much of my childhood exploring trails, skiing, embracing the freedom of just running around and being a kid. Even at a young age, hiking to the top of a mountain was such a great adventure for us all. Les Gets was my dad's favourite place and will always have a special place in my heart. My parents absolutely loved the mountains and were keen to make sure that we had the same opportunity to be active in the great outdoors. We first came here to ski in winter time, and by the time I was about 8, we were coming for some holidays as well. I did some ski seasons and met Duncan when we were both working for the same chalet company. Like many people who come here for skiing, he soon fell in love with the Alps in summertime too, and our dream to combine our skills and run a year-round catered chalet was born. We now get to share these beautiful mountains with our daughter Amelie. We love showing her all the local beauty spots, collecting wildflowers, foraging and teaching her about nature. When guests visit, we hope that they feel our passion for the place and understand why we love it here.
Food has always been a huge part of my life. Before moving to Les Gets, I worked as a chef in London for 10 years, including 3 years working at a 2 Michelin star restaurant. And these restaurants were just a fantastic place to learn. Working in the chalet is a completely different experience. I love my open plan kitchen, I get to see the guests enjoying the food, and people can ask me questions about what I'm cooking. And all their feedback goes straight back into the menus I create. The most important part of any dish I create is quality ingredients. Most of my fish comes from a fish shed on Lake Geneva. They sell a wonderful white fish called ferra and also crayfish. And all our cheese we buy from the fromagerie here in Les Gets. All the meat I use is high quality, free range. Some of the meat I buy directly from the farm, such as the Mangalitsa pork and the French equivalent of the Iberico pig that I use. Most of my vegetables I buy from the market here in Les Gets, and I also try to grow as much as I can in the garden. Lots of different herbs, tomatoes and a selection of vegetables, and we're also growing some microgreens this year. New to the chalet this year are 2 beehives, which is very exciting, and hopefully our guests will get to enjoy their delicious honey very soon. We also have 6 characterful hens, and we've now got 6 khaki Campbell land ducks, which are also new, and supposed to lay as well as chickens, which I can't wait to use on our new menus. I also make my own vinegars and charcuterie, including breakfast bacon, pancetta, chorizo and a Serrano style ham. Sourdough is made daily and served freshly baked at breakfast, along with home-cured bacon, homemade yoghurt and cereals.
We chose Chalet Sandy because of its sunny position, its stunning views across the resort, and access to walking routes in the summer and ski lifts in the winter. The chalet is in a quiet spot, but still only a 10-minute walk to the village centre. Sandy was my grandfather's nickname. He loved skiing in the mountains and championed our family business from the word go. The chalet sleeps up to 21 guests in 8 ensuite bedrooms, all with wonderful views. We also have a hot tub, a climbing wall and plenty of space to lounge and enjoy the scenery. People tend to come for a long weekend, or more often than not a full week, to really explore the area.
When I'm not in the kitchen, climbing mountains and flying from the top is one of my favourite things to do. In the summer, Les Gets really comes alive with a great energy, with lots of different activities and festivals that really embrace everything the mountains has to offer. For those that want to get a taste of the mountain activities, Les Gets is the perfect place for all ages and abilities, from entry level to advanced. The truth is, holidays here can be as wild or as chilled as you wish.
Walking is a great way to discover the area, and there are walks for all abilities. We have a library of endless routes of walks to enjoy in the area and can recommend the best ones for your level. We provide detailed itineraries for self-guided walks and also work with local guides who share their knowledge about the region, its history and unique flora and fauna. You can walk from the chalet, or we can drop you off at the start of the route. We also encourage people to go further afield and take a day trip into the charming town of Annecy or medieval Ivoire on Lake Geneva. Chamonix is also just 1 hour's drive away and is world famous for its mountain heritage as the access point to Mont Blanc.
We just love showing people our corner of the Alps and want to give people the opportunity to make their own adventures.
In the chalet, we try and create a home from home so that when our guests aren't on the mountains, they can kick back and relax into their holiday.